Well, we believe that high, medium and low frequencies will play a fundamental role jointly for the success of 5G. And in terms of medium frequencies, we think that these frequencies will be really fundamental for 5G because they can provide the best compromise between coverage performance and capacity performance. And one specific band is the C-band, which we consider to be a primary band, not only in Europe but also on a global scale. In terms of low frequencies are very important because they are actually supporting medium frequencies because of their good performance for wide area coverage and for deep indoor coverage. And therefore, low frequencies, when used in combination with medium frequencies, for example, with some schemes that are called carrier aggregation or supplemental uplink, they will allow operators to roll out 5G very effectively, reusing the existing sites. In terms of high frequencies, very important also for 5G, they are going to complement medium frequencies in some specific area where there's going to be a very high demand for capacity. And in this case, the frequencies that we see with a global potential are 26 gigahertz, 28 gigahertz and the 40 gigahertz, for which we see an ecosystem growing on a global scale. The first challenge is that we need to ensure that Europe is going to put in place very soon the suitable regulatory frameworks for all the bands that I mentioned, and I'm referring to the high, medium and low frequencies. Then the regulations should definitely support the vision that 5G needs to perform compared to 4G with an order of magnitude improvement in terms of the KPIs of networks. And in order to achieve this, the first challenge is to make sure that sufficiently wide, contiguous assignments of spectrum will be available. With reference to C-band, this means nationwide assignments of 80 to 100 megahertz or more for each operator. And we see that now in Europe there is fragmentation in this band, so the key challenge is to deal with this fragmentation with a special focus on this fundamental issue. Another aspect is that certainly 5G is going to be more than mobile broadband. It's not going to be just faster mobile broadband. This is about the digital transformation. And in order to fulfill this vision, it is important that auctions and regulatory framework are designed in a way that creates win-win situation between mobile operators and the vertical industries. This is really important. And another aspect is certainly again related to the digital transformation. 5G is going to be a key contributor to the digital transformation in Europe and globally. It is very important that auctions are going to be designed in a way that facilitates network investments from operators without necessarily maximizing the income from the auction. The benefits that 5G can provide in terms of the digital transformation are going to be very large. And this kind of approach certainly will give important results in the medium and long term to Europe as well. Another aspect is certainly also related to timing. We are talking about a new ecosystem, the 5G new NR ecosystem. It is important that the member states and the European countries in general will be aligned with the timelines for the availability of spectrum so that we can build the momentum for the ecosystem to actually grow. In a nutshell, we think that Europe is doing quite well, very well, I would say, in terms of spectrum policy. We appreciate very much the work from, for example, RSPG, European Commission, CEPT, some member states as well, but certainly there is a lot more to be done. And Huawei, my company, is certainly committed to support Europe in this very challenging path. They play a very important role. We have been supportive of Forum Europe and Forum Global initiatives and conferences throughout the world in the last maybe 10 years already, because they give an opportunity to have a global debate, and they give opportunity to players like us, but also to players from other industries to express their views and to communicate and to trigger a debate which takes place in the conference, but also continues in the time that is between one conference to the other one. So extremely important.